As a high school theology teacher at Lima Central Catholic High School, I'm grateful to be part of our LCC community. I believe that LCC is not only a school, but a community of faith. My favorite day of the week is Wednesday. Why? Because that's the day we come together as a school to celebrate Mass. It sounds trite, but it's true. I look forward to sitting with my students and colleagues and singing with them, praying with them, and celebrating the Eucharist with them. We have something really special at LCC that I have not encountered at any workplace I've been in before. When asked, the word that many students and staff use to describe our community is family. That sense of family is in our day-to-day interactions, but there is no other moment in the week where it is most on display than at our all-school Mass. I also believe that those entrusted to us are not only students, but children of God. I love my students, and I think my students love me, probably because they are excited to see me every day because I treat them as a whole person. There is so much fear among adults when it comes to interacting with teenagers, but I find them fascinating. They're at a really neat stage of development that I get to witness. I take great joy in seeing them discover who they are and trying out their almost adulthood. I'm not a rah-rah teacher, but my classroom is seen as a place where students can encounter high expectations and engaging lessons. You should come with us on a crusade around the school, write a midrash with us, put our Roman hats on and try to understand why we believe the Christians are a problem and a people to be feared.
I have actually known Bonnie most of my life. We went to school together at St. Charles and then followed each other to LCC. And then just recently in the last 5.5 years, we had the opportunity to reconnect, and Bonnie is now chair of our theology department. Bonnie is an exceptional educator who embodies the mission of LCC. She cares deeply for each of her students. She meets them where they're at. And Bonnie is one of those people that I know I can always count on to not only kind of answer my own faith questions, but also to deliver the content in a way that no one else can.
Miss Brunelle is one of those teachers that just makes learning easy. Like, it doesn't feel like hard work. It feels more like you're listening to a friend just talk about something they're really passionate about and care for. And she's always there to support the students. I remember one time someone was being disruptive and she didn't even get mad, but she just kind of told them to like calm down a little bit. And then she apologized afterwards. And that just shows like how nice and sweet she is. And she cares that everyone gets a good opportunity to learn, especially about Jesus.
Miss Brunelle is probably one of the most understanding people I know, both in school and outside of school. Like, for example, I'm on the Quiz Bowl team, which doesn't have a ton of people, but she's always very understanding with all of us and talks to all of us a lot. And she's probably one of the best teachers I've had. And even inside of school, like, she makes sure to talk to her students, and I often have a lot of really fun conversations with her. So I think she's definitely a fun person to be around, and probably one of the best teachers I've had.
I believe our courses of study are not only academic pursuits, but a search for truth. Above my classroom door is the phrase, "Stay curious." They see this every day as they leave my class. I'm able to get them curious about theology somehow. I think it's because they know that I have the depth of knowledge to guide them to an understanding of Christ, the Word, the Logos that is the blueprint for the entire universe as truth. They trust me as a leader, not a teller. I'm walking with them, not filling them with content. I love them enough to never ask them to do busy work. I write all my tests and my own assignments, each one building on the last, each one an opportunity to advance that progress toward truth. My goal at the end of their high school career is to have cultivated a process of curious seeking that will continue the rest of their lives. My own curious seeking is a gift I want to share with them. Finally, I believe the purpose of education is not only for personal growth and the development of society, but for the transformation of the world. I tell the students and my colleagues that we are kingdom builders. That is our job. We are supposed to make this world what it is meant to be through our loving acts of service and social justice. I'm very much a champion of Catholic social teaching, the Church's best kept secret. My students know that it's nice to donate to a canned food drive or donate money for a sick community member, but they also know that we need to transform our systems to get at the root of poverty, hunger, and injustice in the world. I reassure them that I try, And I fail at this all the time, but I keep trying. I believe that even if my efforts don't have the desired effects, Christ will take those efforts, sanctify them, and perfect them once the kingdom is finally realized at the end of time. My students know that they are here for others in God, not just themselves. I believe all of these things, and I thank God for the privilege of working alongside my colleagues to carry out the mission of our very special LCC community.